you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sun Devils move, kick it away to start. He'll return it. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Adjusting. Kept it, and he's past the marker. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to scramble. Gets away. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Back to throw, it's Whitaker. Got his man in the middle. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Snagged out of the air.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Woo, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit.
There he goes. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Sun Devils come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to them.
Turning it on! Touchdown Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. Inside the and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. Steps away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Get it out on the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Whitaker. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Oh, it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Fighting off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He's got him this time. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dumps it off in the flats. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Whitaker. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
49, Arizona State, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Pena. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that one's incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Pena. Release to the back. Got his man on the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 6. To Missouri. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll test the right side. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Across the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Makes the grab. It's Rousseau. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Whitaker. Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Hauls it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Pena. Skips away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Wide open spaces. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go.
He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about 2 opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before when you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly complete. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the
pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure They take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down,
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Arizona State.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. Flying down the left side. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
On first down from the 13-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control. Oh, a lot of space.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Goes to the knee, and that will wrap it up, and their magical season continues. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.